Hello and good morning. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me. I feel like that's suitable for today because I'm about to get ready for work. I got up with a good amount of time, so I figure I would do that. So we're going to go ahead and start with some eyeshadow. I like to do my eyeshadow first just because I'm sorry if I'm talking quiet. My kids are still asleep. They're done with school for the semester, so I still got to go to work. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow primer. And if you see, my brows are a little crazy right now. I'm kind of trying to grow them out and reshape them. It's going to be an awkward stage for my eyebrows. I've been wanting to use this. This is the Morphe Crowd Pleaser. I do like the other one. The other one is somewhere in my collection. I have no idea where it went. But yeah, this one seems promising. The formula seems really nice. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to start off with this shade here. This one is called You're Right. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and blend that into the crease. Normally don't start this way, but I figured I would build my look today. There is no brow bone shade in this one, so I might have to pull from, from a different palette because you need something to kind of blend all that out. And this is the lightest shade in the palette at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from my LA Girl one because this one is actually a very nice palette. It's got a nice brow bone shade. It's got everything you need. We're going to go ahead and use this brow bone shade to blend out those edges. And yeah, I tend to use the same brush for everything. I just kind of clean it in between. Like, I get like a towel and just kind of rub off the excess shadow so that I don't have any colors from before. That makes sense. All right. Put this guy away. Let's go in with Agreed, which is this one here. We're building the shade, so we're just going to kind of go in the outer corner and work it into the middle. This is like my go-to eyeshadow look. Of course, I make it a little bit more, not a little bit less complex, I should say. These blend really nicely. We're going back into Your Right to kind of blend those edges very softly. I'm just kind of really taking it softly. And then we're going to do Total Empath, which is the darkest shade in the palette. And you can see it's like kind of like a, not a dark brown, but a, I guess like a chocolate brown. And we're just going to place that. I always do my right eye better than my left eye for some reason. Like that. You don't want to take it too high, but you want to make sure, sure it's even. Clean this. Brush. And then go back into, actually no, we're going to take Warm Welcome and use that to kind of blend out the edges. Like that. This one's the second lightest in the palette. I feel like it's a nice, I'm sorry, I keep blocking my face with my mirror. I'm so sorry. It's been a while, I'm still kind of learning how to film again. Let's go back in with Your Right. And just buff those edges. It's not going to be perfect, guys. with a fluffier brush. This is actually going to be my highlight brush, but I'm going to take that Brabone shade again in my LA Girl, and I'm going to use this to kind of buff and smooth everything. I need to buy like a little mirror right here, because my mirror in front of me is large, but for detailed work I need a little bit of a smaller, like, instead of doing this. Perfect. All right, now for the lid shade, which is going to be 100%, which really nice. I'm using my finger. Seems stiff in the pan, but it's very, very, I feel like it's very, very soft, very glittery. It like picks up a lot. Very metallic. Just like that. Right to about the center. Take Warm Welcome. Buff a little bit there. Kind of marry the dark with the lighter shade. Like this edge is a little rough. There we go. Just like that. Eyeshadow's done. Well, mostly done. Alright, now we're going to take, let's go ahead and do our foundation. We're going to do, actually, we're going to do our primer first. We'll do the Jelly Grip from Essence. It's supposed to be like that milk primer, you know, that grip one. It's supposed to be like that, like a dupe, I guess. I haven't tried the milk one myself. I mean, no, I've tried it a long time ago, but I just can't remember how I felt about it. So we're doing the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the shade 440. This isn't my go-to all-day wear foundation. My go-to all-day wear is probably the Double Wear or the Wet n Wild. Just like that. Just stipple it on with a flat brush. This is the Morphe flat brush. I can't even remember what it is. It is old that there's no number on it because they don't make this brush anymore, I don't think. Just like that. Add a little more because I have, as you saw earlier, some dark spots going on there. I had a pimple right there and it was just like not fun. I haven't been breaking out a lot. Always get my neck under the chin. And voila. Done. Now for concealer, I kind of want to go for something more hydrating today. My under eyes have been dry. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh shade. What shade are you? Light 41N. This is much cooler than I typically go for. I kind of like the cooler. Put some of my little smile lines there. Now, usually I use a concealer brush, but I need to wash my brushes. And since I'm going on Christmas break in a few days, I'm gonna save all my chores for my break. And then I use that to kind of crisp up the edges to kind of clean up that a little bit. Sorry, I cannot talk this morning for the life of me. Need a little more coverage here. Kind of take it on the ear a little bit, even it out because my ears tend to get red. make sure everything is covered and evened out. Perfect. Now I'm going to take, I hate doing this, but I have to sometimes, just because my under eyes have not been staying lately. It's been kind of a struggle for myself. I think it's just because I'm starting to get older and my lines are starting to get more deep set under my eyes. Even though I use eye cream, you can't prevent age from happening, folks. But we're going to do a brightening powder. This is the Morphe Mini. I got in a mini. It's the pink one. That's the pink loose powder. And we're going to go ahead and not really bake, but just set. Like, I'm going to apply it, but I'm going to also kind of press it into the under eye without making my under eye dry. So quickly sweep the excess. And that way we can get a little bit of an under eye brightening effect without super dryness. I really just wish there was, I mean, there's a lot of loose powders. I don't use loose powders that often, but I wish there was one that was a little bit more hydrating. And then we're just applying powder, pressed powder, essence, sorry. And then I noticed this is not covering, so I'm just going to actually stipple a little more foundation without picking up additional product. This is my technique to make sure coverage is there. I don't like grab more foundation. I just kind of use whatever is on my brush and just kind of stamp it directly on the areas I need a little bit more coverage. And this is the shade Cashew. I've been liking Cashew from Essence. My favorite powder. It's affordable. It gives me a little more coverage without looking powdery. Let's see. I noticed there's just some dark spots that are absolutely stubborn and don't want to cover. Thanks to my acne prone skin. Make sure you put the neck. And voila, we're done with the powder. All right, we're going to go ahead and do some bronzer, blush. I feel like we need a glow. We need to match and have a glow. We're going to do Milani. So this is Milani Luminoso. It's a really good baked blush. I've used it for years, but I just kind of came back to it. I'm going to put my blush first. I'm sorry, guys. I don't talk right today. But here we go. Just putting it a little bit on my nose here. So I just love the finish on it. And then usually when I do my blush, I take it up a little bit higher. Like right here, right under the orbital bone. Spread it out to kind of blend into my bronzer. And then I take a little on the nose. I don't know why I do it. It's just habit now. Let's do some bronzer. We're going to do a baked one. There, let's go baked. This is my Makeup Revolution. It's heavily used. This is the shade Long Weekend. I'm going to take that right under the blush. Almost thought I was going to say the wrong word. Take a little bit on the temples, forehead, just to blend everything out. And make sure you get into that hairline. You don't want to have like a gap. Yeah, I do use the same brush for my blush and my bronzer. And I'll take a little on my nose here. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Going back to that fluffy brush I used for brow bone shade, we're actually going to use for highlighter. And this is a beautiful highlighter. gorgeous. It's LA Girl. It matches the palette. But this is just stunning. Glittery goodness. Ooh, so pretty. Oops, hit my elbow. Look at that. Just dreamy. Probably one of my favorite drugstore highlighters at the moment. And I take it a little bit up higher. Try to blend it into my blush too. Take it down my nose. Cupid's bow. A little bit on my chin because I don't know why I like my chin to sparkle a little bit. There we go. We got that. So we have the complexion pretty much done. I feel like I'm shiny here, so I'm gonna take a puff here and add some powder. I get really shiny there. All right, much better. Now we're talking. Let's put that away. Oh, you can see all the powder. Sorry. Back into our palette. I'm gonna go ahead and take the same brush. I'm gonna use this shade, which is the Warm Welcome. And we're gonna take this. Ooh, maybe I should use a different brush. We're gonna take this and fluff it on the bottom. I know that's a lot, guys, but I went a little ham using a smaller detailed brush to kind of blend it out. I tend to do this. I add a little more, like I drop my lower lash line shadow to disguise my lines if I can't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Lately it hasn't really done much because of the eye situation. Yeah, we're gonna go into this one again. This is 100%. Oh, finger brushes are not doing it. I'm almost taking it on the inside, and we're gonna actually take a little bit more of Warm Welcome. Buff it just a little more. Better. All right, then we're gonna take this shade. This is, what is this? Pushover. Nice sparkly shade. This is really pretty. This is a nice, like, kind of warm, muted pink, mauve. Not really mauve, more muted brown pink. All right, now for liner. We're gonna take this liner. This is the ColourPop duochrome liners, and this one's really, really nice for this one. I just take it on the lash line and the waterline. Like that. Trying to speed the show up. All right, brows. Oh, brows are just what I'm dreading. I'm gonna use my Essence brow pencil. This has just been my go-to during the regrowth period. Does the job. And right now my brows are just really nuts. And it's an angled brush, or angled kind of liner thing, whatever you want to call it. And it does the job. It applies as much product as it can. It's a little lighter than I would like, but like I said, it works in this weird time with my brows. My brows grow very fast, so hopefully this weird period of time will be over. See, I always feel like this brow is longer than this brow. just shape it different. I don't know, it looks weird. Okay, so I do like to clean up the brows just a little bit. Sorry, my allergies are just bothering me really bad right now. So I'm just going to take a pot concealer. This is from AOA. Miss A. We have a Miss A shop in Albuquerque, so only like $1 for this. And I just kind of clean the edges, kind of disguise that excess hair, and then kind of clean up that. Not perfect, but it gets the job done. Taking this up a little bit to match. I have to thin out the brows just a little bit. And I just take my ring finger and just kind of do that so that I can blend it in. Yeah, that looks just about even. Then I take my powder brush and then go over top just to kind of set the brows, because my brows do get really oily for some reason. And there's that. All right, we gotta speed things along. I gotta get going. Let's do lips. Gotta keep the pink theme. And we're gonna do lip liner in Estee Lauder pink. And not my favorite lip liner color. I am not a big lip liner person because I forget. And yet I have a ton of lip liners. Makes no sense to me. But that is my life. All right, let's look at lipstick. Ooh. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I feel like lipstick needs to be subtle today, but not too much. Oh, this is such a beautiful, like, look at the design on there, if you can even see it. It is like bone. Focus. There's an embossed print on there. This is the Estee Lauder. This one's called Dramatic Rose. Let's do that one. Oh, that's a pretty red. I mean, red. I wore red yesterday. Pretty color. We're looking good. We're getting a little bit of peach fuzz there. All right, mascara. Let's finish her off with the Sumptuous from Estee Lauder. This is my favorite mascara at the moment. I do like the Clinique one too, the green one. I also like the Morphe one, but that one's starting to dry out, so I need to switch my... I just bought the Maybelline Sky High. Because I've tried that one in the past and I like it. I like the Sumptuous because it's not chunky, you know? It's just right amount of lash. I make the weirdest faces, I'm sorry. My mirror keeps traveling up to my face. Some behaviors I will adjust. And I do have a camera tripod so I can start filming on my camera, but I have not had time to do that. You don't make weird faces when you apply mascara. I don't know what you're doing. There's the completed look. Soft today. Goes with my sweater. It's comfortable yet dressy. Finish up, well, because my eyelashes need to dry a little bit. Oh, let's go ahead and like tack down the brows. This is the shade Espresso from NYX Thick It Stick It. It's okay. Is it absolutely life-changing? Not really, but it does the job. And I'm almost out of it. My desk is an absolute horrific mess right now. It is just loaded with brushes and lipsticks, and my top shelf over here toppled over yesterday, and I have yet to fix it. It's a mess. Oh my lord, I need to clean. Anyways, here's the completed look. We're gonna go ahead and finish the look with some face glue. I'm almost out of this. I have a backup. I really do like this stuff. Setting spray. And I do have the primer, and I really like that as well. All right, that's it, guys. Oh gosh, I can't close that. It's completed. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really quick, get ready with me. It's a good way to kind of time myself as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you sticking through and seeing me come back. And also, I hope to improve the quality on my videos as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.